Welcome back to your favorite podcast. How do you know if you're Gen X? When you have a switchblade comb.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Greg.
We are Gen X, and welcome to our podcast.
I'm going to give a shout out to all of our listeners out there, all of our viewers, all of our subscribers, anyone who takes their time to spend with us consuming our content. We thank you. We do. We see the numbers. We're doing quite well. I want to give a shout out. We're coming up on 200 episodes, and I got some good hard data on how much content we've produced over the years. So looking forward to that episode. Thank you guys, and if you haven't already, subscribe, follow, comment, rinse, repeat. Please do that. Hit the follow button, hit the like button, leave us a comment. Let us know you're here. Let us know you're watching. Greatly appreciate you guys. So. That was perfect timing. I don't know.
You got this down, dude.
Who knows? Whoa. Just kidding.
It's like you've done this a couple hundred times.
Like we've done this a couple hundred times. All right. Hey, you know what? Why Gen X childhood sounds completely made up is because we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have video recorders. Not until like high school did we have VCRs in most houses, let alone anybody who actually had a camcorder, right? So capturing all this stuff outside of Polaroids or the 35 millimeter films, right? That was a 35 millimeter, the regular standard
cameras.
And what was the instant cameras?
Or the disposable cameras came around after a while.
Mm-hmm. Those guys.
Got a little,
That's how
cameras a bit more.
Correct. And that's how we captured. We didn't capture videos. We captured the aftermath. I mean, if somebody had a camera ready and you were going to jump off the swing, that was a lot of setup back when we were kids, right? So we didn't have social media. We didn't have live content for sure. And all we have are the fisherman stories to tell the rest of our kids, right? Or to tell the rest of our friends, right? Mason Diller got 10 feet off the rocket jump. I've never met the guy. I've never seen the rocket jump.
I know, that just gets passed around. Those are legends.
That kid's a legend, right? Shout out to Aaron Goodwin. He knows him. That's his bestie, right? They're still with us. They're still around. So, you guys hear this? Come on the show. Tell us about the rocket jump. Let's get Gen X, BMX, late 70s, early 80s, dirt track riding, small town. Who had the best BMX? Who had the mag wheels? Who had the chrome? Who had the goosenecks?
Yep.
Right?
Who could bunny hops?
Who could, yes, and knock over garbage cans, right? Okay. All right. Audience participation, chime in, text in, do whatever it is you guys want to do. The first one I want to talk about, I'm not going to take a whole lot of time because I kind of want to talk about it afterwards, right? This first one. What's up, Renee? How you doing? Hi, Beauty and Blue. How you guys doing? Ladies, thank you for joining us. The first one takes us back to 4th grade. So shout out to all my Manteca friends. Shout out to all the Sequoia Tigers. Eric, this is an Eric story. All my Manteca friends know exactly who Eric is. In 4th grade, Mrs. Vest's class, we're out at recess, and we bet Jeff. There were a couple of Jeffs, so let's just say Jeff S. We bet Jeff S. Mostly Eric. I hella blame this on Eric. Mostly Eric bet Jeff, I could tie you up to that backstop, and you cannot escape. And Jeff, I could escape from anything, blah, blah, blah. 4th grade tough, right? Sure. Run out to the backstop. He puts his back against the backstop, and we run the bike lock around his neck, through the backstop, back around his neck, and lock it. In all fairness, it was one of those old school bike locks with the dials and the post that goes in. You can pick those. You can pick that, and that was the idea. He was either going to squirm out of it or be able to pick it. So it was fair. Well, it was locked pretty tight around his neck, and the dials are like either back here or on the backside of the backstop. He couldn't get to him. Anyways, it was unfair. He was tied up by his neck to the back. It was unfair. The bell rings. We run inside. Kind of fucking left him there. I kind of left him there. I remember the teacher asking, huh?
He took the dare, right?
Well, yeah, he took the dare. So that's why it was fair, right? The teacher asked, was like, hey, noticed that Jeff was missing. Hey, where'd Jeff go? And I don't know who did it or what pointed out, but somebody jumped up and pointed out, he's out there. And then the whole class kind of did that and looked out there, and he's out there with. just squirming, trying to get this thing off his neck, and he's tied to this backstop. And I remember the teacher and Eric the teacher like walking through the field hella fast. And this is Miss Vest. She was not the walk through the field pretty fast kind of woman. You know what I mean? I mean, bless her heart. I'm sure rest in peace. Anyways, it just some of those teachers back in the day just weren't planning on walking through a field.
They were not speed walkers,
let alone quickly, right? So they hustle out there, and Eric unties Jeff, and then they come in, and then I know that Eric's not in school for 5 days.
They had to bring Eric because he knew the combo.
He knew the combo.
Were they pulling him out there by his ear?
Well, no, the teacher, Mrs. Vest, walked out there, and he undid it, and then Jeff comes back in, and it was a big deal. It was more than just like a prank, right? They were like, I don't know. The rumors were, well, I'm friends with Eric outside of school, right? So I got to, the story or whatever, but it wasn't like they wanted to charge him with like not kidnapping or attempted something, but there was a word about tying people up, and it wasn't hostage, but there's a word for, capturing people. You're not allowed to capture people.
That's not cool.
You're not allowed to tie people up and just leave them there, right? Whatever that broke, or that's what they're like, this is what it is, and it's not a joke kind of shit. So
yeah, some people are not going to see that as funny.
Nobody saw that as funny.
Was he crying?
I don't know. I wasn't.
Was he screaming and crying from the corner of the field?
The memory I have plays like a quick little blurry clip, right? And I remember looking out in the field, and he was like grabbing by his neck, and he was just squirming. I just picture him just squirming. So I don't know if he was crying or screaming. I didn't go out there. We were all in the classroom. Only Eric and the teacher were out there. Yeah.
He was starting to panic.
Yeah. So
and you guys all ran to the window like Red Dawn, like the classroom in Red Dawn.
Probably up to the glass. Oh my God. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm not a participant. I'm just an observer now. Like, oh my God, yeah, look at what Eric did. Yeah, fuck that guy. He got in a lot of trouble for that. He got in a lot of trouble for that one. So, anyways, I wanted to ask.
When do we get Eric on the podcast? It seems like he would be a pretty good guest. He'd know the other half of the stories that you don't remember.
Yeah, but he'll tell the stories I don't want to tell. He doesn't know. He doesn't know which ones are like, they're
where to censor.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, we don't tell those stories. You know what I mean? Nobody tells those. I'm just kidding. But what is the dumbest thing you built? We didn't build it because I wrote chat. I couldn't say in chat we tied him up, so I had to say we built a trap. And then so the question is, what's the dumbest thing you built as a kid? So what's the dumbest crime, I guess, near crime or looking back should have been a crime thing you did? We tied a kid up to a backstop and left him out there. It was at school. It wasn't in a field where nobody was going to find him.
Right.
I mean, it was safe.
It was long enough for him to be panicking now. So,
fuck yeah.
Did he hate you after that, or were you guys still friends?
We all went to school together still, and we all made it, wherever. I think he might have moved away or something. I don't know. I don't remember. He might have been mad. He might have wanted to fight Eric, but I don't remember Eric fighting him. I remember Eric fighting a couple people, but yeah. So anyways, what's the dumbest crime you did as a kid?
No, we lit a big field on fire playing with matches, like stole matches from our parents. And it's like, remember when you could learn how to flick matches when you could hold it upside down? And we were doing that in the wrong spot. And then I think we found styrofoam, and we were melting styrofoam with matches. And we ended up lighting this whole field on fire. Fire department came. We ran, but some parents saw us, so
always
we didn't get away.
Is that Gail's kid?
Yeah. This was way before that. I was a little kid. I don't even know what city we lived in. This was before we lived in Ripon, so pre 10 years old.
Oh shit.
Yeah. A bunch of match flickers. So let's hear it, comments. It's the dumbest thing you did.
So let me ask you this: who was the kid in your group that always got everyone else in trouble? that always got in trouble themselves.
That was you. Wait, no, wait. And before you, that was Phil.
Yeah. I can see that. I can totally see that. Right?
But I think there's a bunch of people would also say that was me. It's like Scott and Dwayne and Ray and all those guys. You're like, wait, that was Greg was the guy.
Those girls goes in trouble all the time. Dang. I remember that night when we ran underneath the overpass. You were the one who got away. I did not.
Yeah.
I got
pretty good at that night. I don't think I ever got caught like that. Like if I ran, I was
got it. See, I stopped running was what it was. I stopped and hid. And lesson learned, you keep moving, you'll get away. So
I hid, but I was under the spotlights. If they would have drove into the parking lot, they would have got me. There was one sketchy spot where they could have got me.
And you made it. I stayed under the bridge. I should have just stayed there forever. I should still be under there.
If they could have gotten into that parking lot and drove the parking lot, they probably would have got me.
Right.
But I was far enough away and just below the spotlights that they didn't get me.
Here's another great, wonderful thing I did. This one is me and Mike Engel. I love that guy. Shout out to Mike Engel, right? I had my Toyota Celica, so this is after high school. I'm not sure what year, 90, maybe the summer, maybe 91. I don't know. Something, it was right after, right? So anyways, he tells me, hey, the Grateful Dead are playing in Oakland. Let's go visit the Deadheads and go visit the Deadheads, right? You know, the people who follow, you know, the Grateful Dead around, right? And this is, you know, before Jerry Garcia died. And so this was, you know, a legit Grateful Dead concert. So anyways, they're playing at the Oakland Coliseum and we can't just
the show. You were just going to go hang out with the people
in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes. We couldn't tell our parents we're going to the Oakland Coliseum to hang out with the Deadheads. My parents know who the Deadheads are, right? They're well familiar with that whole understanding of that scene, that culture, and knows exactly why we would be going there. Can't tell them that. Same with Engel's mom. We can't just tell her we're dipping out to Oakland, right? So we may have fabricated a story and said that we're heading up to Valley Springs to visit my cousin Mikey. Shout out my cousin Mikey. So we head over to Oakland. We park in this little, it was like the Indy car, is like not remote control cars, but go-karts. I think it was an Indy go-kart track back in the day. I don't know if it's still there. Anyways, back in the day, we parked there and it said no Coliseum parking. I'm like, well, it's like a Sunday. There's nobody here. It's not even running. It's not here, blah, blah, blah. So whatever, we park there. We hop the fence. We run through the parking lot. There's no Deadheads on this side of the parking lot. We have to go up and around the backside. And then all of a sudden, bam, there's the parking lot. There's all the people. There's all the T-shirts and the tie-dyed, you know, handkerchiefs and scarves that we wanted to buy. And, you know, all the memorabilia that we wanted to purchase.
The incense,
all the incense and myrrh. So we purchase our goods and we go to head back. We get, the backside of the Coliseum has this, like ramp that whatever comes over. We come over the top and we're looking across the entire parking lot and there is a tow truck hooking up my car and pulling it out. And they're getting ready to, they're hooking it up. I'm like, wait. I'm running through the parking lot. They start pulling away. They hit the edge of the parking lot and they turn right. Thank goodness they turned right, because then I turned right and I made it to the fence, over the fence, into the street. By the time that the tow truck came by, stopped him in the street. I'm like, dude, that's my car. Oh, thank you for stopping, blah, blah, blah. And he's all $25 drop fee. I'm like, okay, I just spent all my money. I'm like, hey, Engel, can you cover this? I'll get you back, right? He goes, yeah. And he pulls out $40, 220s, right? And he goes, I ain't got no change. Takes our $40. Drops the car, but of course, right? Drops the car, but then we get to drive home, right? Think about that for a moment. Should he had gone left, it's a wrap. Now we're on foot. Thank God we're not broke, but we're now carrying frankincense and myrrh through Oakland. What are we going to do? What was the plan after that? Walk over to a payphone somewhere and then call who? My mom. I'm not in Valley Springs. I'm in Oakland. Please come get me.
Or another homie, and another homie that would come and get you.
I would have to call my dad because he would know how to get here. My mom would not know how to make it here.
Right.
Oh, so anyways, long story short, we made it home. We got to tell all of our friends about our adventure and share the wares of purchase, and kind of it was kind of cool. It's kind of fun. So
I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
you could have been. You're probably in the Marines. In fact, I can guarantee you were.
Yeah.
Those are those 4 years you were not there. So shout out to the audience out there. What's the biggest lie you ever told your parents? What is the biggest one? I mean, there's a few. That's a big one because the consequences would have been pretty big. I'm 54 years old now. My parents are still living, so they hear this. That's fine. They're not gonna. I mean, I think my mom already knows about that story, but
statute of limitations.
I mean, well, it's on some shit.
Yeah, that's why Eric doesn't get to come on the show.
I'd like to know if he's even still alive. To be honest with you. What's the biggest lie you ever told your parents? Gen X. I want you guys to chime in. Hit us in the comments. Hit us on our social media platforms. We are everywhere you need to be. What is one of the greatest lies you've ever perpetrated to the rents, to the parental units, to the adults in your family?
Everything, dude. My whole life was a lie. You saw I better survive.
Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Yeah. Everything's cool.
Yeah. Homework done.
All right. Hey, check this out. This is fun. So part of the reason why I had to get clean was because I was using a lot of drugs. Right. So let's just be fair on that. Right. We can call that side of the fence. That's easy. This was the days I was working at Simplot. This was the mid 90s. I'm working out there, and I might have been partaking in a little of the ganj, right? So it's in my system. I'm out there working. So anyways, I have to go and test. And they're like calling me for a random, right? So I'm like, oh shit. So I grab this Visine bottle, big eye wash bottle, and I pop the top off and dump out all the eye wash. And I walk across the plant and I ask a buddy, hey, can you can have some of your pee? Can we use yours? Mine's broken. Can we use some of yours? Right. They're like, yeah, cool. No worry, whatever, no worries. And so they hook it up. Put the lid back on it. And I'm like, I know I need to keep it warm. Right. So I'm like, I have my coffee from 7-Eleven. I just dropped the whole bottle in my coffee, put the lid back on it, walked back across the plant. And as I got closer, I took it out and I put it back in my pants, and then, walked in, dumped the coffee and said, hey, blah, blah, blah. Can we pee first? I have to pee first, blah, blah, blah. We go in the stall, and the toilet's got the blue water in it, and I'm in there, and the guy's standing outside the stall door's shut, which is fine. And, I start pouring it into the sample cup, and I hold it up. Is this enough? He's like, give me a little bit more. Give me all you got. And I'm like, all right. I pulled it up like 3/4 cup. He's like, yeah, that's plenty. Hand it over the wall to him. Right. And I finish up, and he's like, don't flush the toilet. I'm like, okay, no worries. Everything's fine. Put everything away, and I walk out. And he looks at it a few times, and he's got his paperwork. He's like, all right, let's come back across the way. Get back in his little office, and he looks at it again. He sets it down. He starts filling out his paperwork, and he looks at it a third time. And I'm starting to like, okay, what's he looking at, right? He looks at it a third time. He closes the door, and he looks right at me and says, your urine is 130 degrees. You should be dead, my friend. By all rights, I could have you strip right here and give me another sample, but I won't. I like you. So he let me slide. I kept that job. I did. So
that's too warm. That's not body temperature.
That's 130 degrees. You should be dead, my friend. You should be dead, my friend.
He called you my friend.
Well, he was of Filipino descent, and we shared a lot of stories about food and family and the homeland and, about all that kind of stuff. So, we started talking about adobo recipes, and we got to talking a little bit. So, yeah, no.
Networking will save your ass sometimes.
Clip that. Oh, Beauty and Blue chimes in, telling them I was staying at someone's house and their parents were home. That's I assume that's the answer to the lie we told our parents. Yes.
Yeah.
I've done that. Several times. I was the place that people lied and then it would be. So that was easy. I was getting grounded and just have them babysit, and
I could
have
pretty
the whole
much
house.
stay anywhere. My mom wouldn't really come looking for me till the next day. If I didn't come home until, if I was 10, 11 and I didn't start coming home, my mom would start calling around looking for me the next day. But I could,
If you weren't,
weren't
home by the time I wake
I
up,
was staying anywhere and stay anywhere, and I don't remember having to do that, but I probably did. What's next?
What is the dumbest plan you were absolutely sure would work? That one did not work. I thought for sure that would work, and I was super confident about that. Yep. What's the most Gen X thing you ever did to avoid getting in trouble? I mean, I don't know if that's Gen X, but I don't know. Beating the drug test, that's not really. I don't know. I beat it.
I remember doing something not like that, but going to the store and buying that kit that has the fake urine in it and using that for some drug tests for some jobs back in the day.
Or, the whole bottle of niacin, right?
Yeah, I quit doing all that. I'm not doing that. Like I just said, it's an invasion of my privacy to collect my bodily fluids, so I'm just going to give you some fake stuff.
Here you go. I'll just give this to you.
You can buy it at the smoke shops, and apparently it was made by the same company that makes the testing equipment for these machines.
Yeah.
They know exactly how to make the fake urine.
Calibrated.
Yeah.
It's calibration urine.
But the point was always make sure you get the temperature right.
Yeah.
You had to carry it inside your pants up against your body.
With the heat warmers and the rubber bands.
But even those will get you in trouble too. Those will get you too hot. So you just got to use those to get it up to temperature, and then just use your body heat. Just carry it near you.
Carry it near you. There you go. Or just be clean.
Yeah,
I'll say it. Just be clean.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, check this out. I was hoping LJ was going to jump in on this one, but you know what? Check this out. In high school, I want to say, it had to have been like our junior year. Maybe I think it was our junior year. No, it had to have been our sophomore year because of the folks that were there that we ran to. Got to safe. So a bunch of us walked over the catwalk to go to Rapona Market, right? And on the way over the freeway, we stop on the tall part on the far side, right? We're over there just kicking back, doing whatever we're doing, right? We're in high school. This is lunchtime, right? So while we're standing there, a car, like along the frontage road, comes screeching up, slamming on his brakes. Brrr. And the dude gets out. He looks up at us, and he reaches behind his seat and starts walking towards the bottom of the catwalk. We're like, what the what's this guy going to do, right? He rounds the corner. He starts coming up the catwalk. His hand comes out of his jacket. He's got a big old knife on him. And he starts running up the catwalk. We take off running back towards high school.
Machete guy.
Yeah, machete guys chasing us through his high school, right? So he runs through he runs over the catwalk. He actually runs on campus. I can't remember. I think I was with Willie. We run, and I remember running into a classroom and just sitting there like they're not going to catch us in here, right? And then I'm not sure, everybody else that was with us ran. I know one of our buddies ran to their older brother that was there, and that was and I don't remember I remember who else was there, but we all took off and started running. We all found our safe spot, right? And I remember being told that coach actually approached the guy and kind of calmed him down and talked him down a little bit. And I don't know if he disarmed him or, got him to put it down or whatever, but the cops came, talked to the guy, right? And here's the bullshit part. The cops called all of us back, took a statement from us, and took pictures of us for him to identify us. That's the bullshit part, right? So to be honest with you, to this day, I have no idea what happened or why that guy was pissed. We're on the catwalk.
Maybe it was Dwayne. Someone witnessed the coach with him situation.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was, though. Someone got to see that part that tells the other side of that story. We should have them on.
So that's what happened. We run through that stuff. He's chasing us. The cops come. We think we're safe. And then so my mom gets wind of this.
I remember this whole thing,
bro.
Yeah.
My mom is loud, bro. She came down to the school. She was pissed off. She yelled at the front desk lady.
Let him have it.
And then she got into Duxbury's office, and then she was yelling at him. Why were they taking pictures of him? Why this? Why that? Blah blah blah. I still don't know for sure. I don't remember if the cops ever told us why. But I assume, and again, to be honest, something came off the catwalk and hit the car while we were on top. Right? That's the only logical thing I can think of, unless one of us in the group was wanted by that one specifically. But I'm not sure what he could possibly tell the cops for the cops to come take our picture.
Right. He was just
yeah.
Than us.
Yeah. So
I remember that whole day.
That was a trippy day, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That's great. Machete guy on campus.
A scary guy on campus.
Leave it to coach to be the guy to go out there.
Yeah, shout out coach. Yeah.
I made him do push ups and stuff.
Sit and reverse sit. Yeah, the whole thing. Oh, I had this queued up. I never played it.
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane.
Wait,
Can I hear it again? Do you have time?
Did you hear it?
I can hear it, but we have to add it to the thing or something. How do we?
It's up there. Here, watch. I'll show you. It's already up. It's underneath us.
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again? Do you have time?
Do you have time?
Are we supposed to be playing that after every story?
I was supposed to play it after every story, and I forgot. That's the coolest fucking story ever. All right. That's all I got, bro. Is it?
Yeah.
I was hoping for some audience participation. But you know what? There's a lot of shorts in there. And that's always good. It's always good for a few thousand views. So we'll do that shit. We're gonna do a Star Wars one here real soon. Jamie's gonna reach out to some of the mercs.
We should do a Star Wars episode and not invite him or tell him about it at all.
Huh?
Just do a Star Wars episode without Jamie.
Why?
He'd be so mad.
Invite all of his friends without him.
Just to make him
mad. See what the Jarhead did.
I'll just become an expert at Star Wars in like 3 or 4 days.
Just read 2 books.
Yeah, just come in with the facts.
But he's gonna hook that up. A couple of guys that I guess I took. There was an open seat in a group of guys that were going, and Jamie asked for that open seat and brought me, right? So
for where? To go where?
To that premiere, that the Star Wars premiere movie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Shadow Lord. Yeah. Yep.
Luke.
All the stuff, dude. The CEO or the president of Lucasfilm was there. The co-president. All those guys. Gary or David Farrelly. Dave Farrelly.
You already did it?
Yeah, we already did it.
Oh, yes. You already went. Oh, I thought it was coming up.
No, we already went. It was hella fun. Yeah. So
how far away was it?
It was at the Presidio. That's where LucasArts is headquartered. Is at the Presidio in those buildings.
Yeah.
There's a movie theater in those buildings. I don't know what about now, but I guess it's been there. LucasArts has been there for a minute, I guess. And these are for premieres. Invite only and shit. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's only a couple 100-seat theater. Yeah, it was dope, dude. Yep. Invite only.
Dressed up like nerds?
Hells yes. Tons of costumes, dude. Yes. Yep. All the things, dude. All the things.
That's
It was
awesome.
really cool. I got some picks, got some vid. We'll cover that. He's gonna pull a couple of guys, and then we'll get that going. And then we can do. There's another one we're gonna do. But totally open. Something. We got some stuff. So anywho, oh shit, we're still live. Anyways, let me get up. That's gonna do it for us tonight, folks.
All right,
Thank you guys for watching. We'll clean all this up in post. My name's Jason.
And I'm Greg.
Peace out, everybody.
Late.